What up, guys? It's Cole. Today I'm going to be talking about if you want to come and live this expat or nomad lifestyle here in Bali. Just things to know beforehand if you're moving here or if you're coming to visit for a period of time. Just a couple things I wish I would have known before I came. Alright, so item number one is going to be your villa. If you're planning on moving here, big thing is obviously going to be finding housing. You can ask locals to help you find a deal. The problem is most of the time they're going to be making money off of it. So you'll be kind of in question. Like when we first got here, I reached out to a couple guys that we had met. They were like beyond grateful to the opportunity is what they told us. So I thought it was a little weird that they were so nice, that they were showing us all these places and going out of their way to be kind, and like, just didn't really trust it. After we went and looked at a villa with one of our guys we met here who rented us our scooter, he brought us to dinner with one of his friends. Well, at dinner, we were drinking a little bit and I asked him straight up like, hey man, why are you guys so nice? Like, what are you getting out of this? He was honest enough to tell me that they basically have like a brother type of deal here where if somebody finds something, they can get it for a lower price and they make money off of you. So he was gonna make like $300 a year off of this deal. Didn't work out because the deal wasn't good. You can ask people. Best thing I think you could possibly do is jump on all of the different groups that are on Facebook. There's a lot of different groups. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of different price ranges. If you're feeling a little scared because you have like a certain budget going into things and you're not finding it, it might just be a busy time, but also just keep looking. Trust the process because something will pop up within your price range that fits more or less like the things that you want. But that's what we ended up doing. We move in November 1st, but it was such a pain. You know what business is in the United States or wherever you're from, so you like understand how a deal or transaction is supposed to go. Thing is here, I don't know, it's a foreign country. They do stuff differently, but basically the lady that is our landlady told us we needed to give her like 100% of the money for the entire year up front without signing a contract. And obviously we were a little scared by that, so we didn't do that. We got the money to her for the initial security deposit, and then we got her money transferred via wire, but there was a lot of crap in between. It took forever for me to get the money to her via Chase, and so she kept having to change the dates on the contract for when the money was due, which I'm grateful she did that. Everybody's needs were met. We got the money transferred. Chase finally sent that money over, so she got the money. It was probably the biggest pain we've had so far. Okay, next up, like I was just talking about, is gonna be banking. If you're moving here, you need to get your bank situated. You need to get your stuff set up probably before you come here and have a form of a bank here because you're gonna need money. The ATM wasn't charging me at first, but now it charges me $5 every time I take money out. I'm not sure what's going on there. Either way, the landlady that I was telling you about actually helped us set up bank accounts. So we don't have our visas yet, but she had to vouch for us. It was crazy. We had to go and spend like half the day at the bank to get that set up. If you plan on getting a villa or doing any big purchases here, most people want to do it via wire transfer. So if you have a bank back home and you're going to live here, I highly suggest setting up a bank beforehand. If I knew that, I definitely would have done something about it. So next we got visas, something that I wanted to talk about because there's a lot of different stuff online. I've heard a lot of things before I moved here. I was a little worried about the visa. It was actually my biggest worry. Now that we're here, we went into a legal office and they broke it down for us. We got the B211A business visa, which is a 6-month visa. All you have to do to qualify is go in, find a visa agent. I also have a couple agents that I've worked with since being here that I would say are trustworthy. You can put that below if you're planning on coming here, so you can WhatsApp them and get your visa process started. That's something you should do beforehand. You can file for the B211A before you come here, because we didn't do that, so we got a 30-day visa. We now have to exit the country to send that visa through and get it accepted. It's terminated if you leave though. You have to refile. So if you plan on moving here, you need to plan on moving here one time for 6 months. If you leave and come back, you have to pay to make the transaction complete, renew it, another 6-month visa. You can do this forever, which is the good thing. And once you've done it one time, you have to be outside of the country the first time you do it. After that, you can be inside the country to file for it going forward. Like I said, get an agent, This is going to be somebody that basically sponsors you. Next, if you're not planning on moving here, something that I think, after being through the entire process of coming in from the airport, you get your visa set up for 30 days, finding a ride, taxi out of the airport, getting a SIM card, getting money exchanged. What I would tell you is, if you're gonna stay at some hotel or something, pay the extra to get a ride, because one, you're staying there, so a little bit more trustworthy. We got like some kind of sketchy guy, was talking to him about needing a SIM card, and I told him we would go get him later, just wanted to know a good place. He just yeeted off the road, took us to the SIM card place. I don't know if he got a cut, he probably did. And then he was gonna try and take us to the market and all this crazy crap. Just avoid that. Get a shuttle through your hotel if possible. Have them help you line up rides and whatnot out of the airport, because then at least working with trusted people. The thing is, like I said, with the villas, everybody here is more or less on like a brother type deal, where if you bring money to me, I'll give you some money. The taxi company is working with the SIM card company in a way to make some extra coin off of people that they're transferring from the airport. That's something to think about for sure if you're coming here. I took some time to put together some additional information based on the things in this video down in the description. So if you go below, I got some links. I have a couple of different notes about visas, just more information so it's more concise and you understand. So I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully you got some value out of it. Hopefully you think through some things that you didn't maybe know before watching this video, before you plan your trip to Bali. So let's go. Hit the subscribe button. Follow your boy. God bless.